What if I told you that Black people, the descendants of Africa, hold a legacy that is not only rich in culture, but also rooted deeply in the Bible? And yet, so few know about the powerful kings, queens, and entire civilizations that the Holy Scriptures speak of. This story has been hidden in plain sight. Today we're diving into an ancient tale, a story of African ancestry that traces all the way back to Noah and his sons. You think you know the Bible, but do you really know the origins of the African people? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might change everything you thought you knew about history. According to the Bible, every single one of us on Earth descended from Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But here's where things get interesting. The lineage of Ham is where we find the origins of Black and African peoples. That's right, Ham, one of Noah's sons, is the forefather of the dark-skinned peoples of the world. Let's step back for a moment. Ham, the brother of Shem and Japheth, is tied to the African continent in ways that have been whispered through rabbinical traditions, passed down through ancient stories, and yet ignored by most. Do you know what Ham's name means? In ancient languages like Hebrew and Aramaic, his name translates to burnt or dark. A direct reference to the skin color of his descendants. This wasn't just coincidence, it's written right there in Genesis chapter 10. And from Ham came Cush, Mizraim, and Put, names tied to ancient African nations. Cush, for instance, was the father of the people we now know as Ethiopians. But this story isn't just about geography. It's about identity. It's about understanding the true legacy of Black people. From the towering empires of Egypt to the kingdom of Cush, the Bible tells us that Cush was the father of Nimrod, the rebel king who founded some of the world's earliest civilizations like Babel and Nineveh. But there's more. For centuries, there's been a misinterpretation that has cast a dark shadow over African history. The so-called Curse of Ham. People have twisted biblical text to suggest that African people were cursed. But that's not what the Bible says. Noah's curse wasn't on Ham, but on Canaan, Ham's son. And Canaan wasn't African. He was the ancestor of the Canaanites who lived in the Middle East. This misunderstanding has caused unimaginable harm, but today we're setting the record straight. African peoples, the children of Ham, were never cursed. In fact, they were blessed with a lineage of powerful nations and vast empires. So why have these stories been buried? Why are we only now uncovering the truth about the African kings and queens spoken of in the Bible? The answer lies in centuries of misinterpretation and erasure. But today we bring these stories back to life, from the towering pyramids of ancient Egypt to the powerful warriors of Nubia. the African peoples have always been at the heart of human civilization, and the Bible affirms it. Nimrod, son of Cush, was one of the first great rulers on earth. His kingdom spanned from Babylon to Assyria, and he laid the foundations for empires that would last for centuries. And the descendants of Ham spread far and wide, not just in Africa, but into South Asia as well, influencing countless cultures across the globe. So the next time someone tells you that the Bible doesn't speak of Africa, remember this: Africa's legacy runs through the very veins of the Holy Scriptures. This is more than history. It's a journey to uncover the deep connections between African heritage and the Bible, highlighting a legacy of culture, strength, and empowerment that invites us all to embrace and celebrate. I need you to help spread this story. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's ensure the truth reaches as many people as possible. African ancestors deserve to be remembered for their true legacy as leaders, innovators, and builders of some of the most remarkable civilizations in history.